Good morning. Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Friday Groove Day. How are you? Good morning, Katie, Moonchild's World. Nancy, how are you? So good to see you. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Oh, my goodness, what a week. It's been quite a week, but I am just so happy that it's Friday and I'm here. I get to be with all of you, and we get to see what messages Spirit has for us this morning. But of course, first, grab your coffee, your tea, whatever the preference is for this Friday morning. I am actually having iced coffee this morning. Dealing with this menopause is like a true roller coaster ride. And if it's not one symptom, it's another. I feel like a rag doll just being tossed around as I'm learning this new phase of life. But, well, it's not so new. I've had it for a while. But anyhow, this week I noticed that I really could not have hot beverages. Like it was making me feel a weird kind of way. And not that it really triggered any hot flashes, even though it did heat me up a little bit. It was just more so like I just could not drink it. So I said, let me try an iced coffee. And that worked. So that's what we're having this morning. Oh, perfect. And Katie has her French vanilla latte. I love it. So here's to Friday. Cheers. It's still good. I love iced coffee too. And it's nice because I don't have to wait to take a sip. Oh my goodness. That is really, really good. So come on in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, let's get ready to dive in and see what messages that we get for today. We are finally out of Mercury retrograde, even though we are still in the shadows, but it feels good to have some of these energies lighten up. Between that and my symptoms and things that I've been dealing with, it's been too much. So I am grateful. Oh, it's supposed to be rainy there today. Wow. Okay. Hey, Amy, good morning. Amy's got her French roast with vanilla creamer. I love it. That's what I have, French roast. French roast on the rocks, but just black. No additives. I like it raw. So, okay. Let us dive in and let us also keep in prayer. There's just fires going. There's always some fire going on in California. Even if it doesn't make the news, there's sometimes fires that are going on. And right now there's fires happening in Arizona. Thank you, Katie, for alerting me to that. So we have the North Rim and the Grand Canyon that's happening, and near Oak Creek Canyon, which is Sedona area. There's a fire going on there as well. So praying. I checked it out this morning. I couldn't find any updates. It looks like it's about the same. But neither of the fires are contained. So hold on. I'm trying to plug in my laptop so the battery doesn't die on us. There we go. So yes, we're hoping that they can contain those fires so they can extinguish them and keep people safe. Arlene, there's Arlene, and Arlene's safe, thank goodness. I checked on her. Good to see you, Arlene. Yay. But I do know somebody else that is near Oak Creek Canyon. So she said that they're on warning, but no evacuation yet. So, and hopefully there will be no evacuations. So, Arlene, I couldn't find any status. Have you heard of if that fire, what the containment level is at? Oh my gosh. Katie says the one in the Grand Canyon has burned over 116,000 acres. Wow. Oh, all the wildlife and everything. Oh, that's just horrible. Did they shut down the entire canyon, or are they keeping the south rim open? Do you know? Okay. Arlene hasn't heard anything yet either. Okay. I have this, which I had downloaded when we went through our evacuations. It's called Watch Duty. If anyone lives in areas where fires, happen, that's a good app to have because it kind of tells you the containment levels and if the fires are still happening, and just gives you more details and talks about evacuations as well. So, all right. Well, let's see what our first 3 words are today that we will explore. And we have balance. Aquarian 71. Hello. Happy Friday. How are you? Happy to see you. We have simplicity and action. Great words. Okay, you got your updates from Senator Mark Kelly's newsletter. Nice. Let's see. No, I'm putting it in the wrong place. Let me go over here to the banners. Oh, that was from last week. We want to update that. So we have balance, simplicity, and action. I got to get this computer. Here we go. There are our words for right now. Good morning, Dolly. Wolf Girl Oracle in the house. Ow. So for those of you just joining, I am drinking iced coffee this morning because for whatever reason right now, my body is rejecting hot beverages. So iced it is. Okay. Got these cards stuck in tight. Trying to get them moving here. Okay. I prefer iced coffee. It's just today it's cloudy here, and I thought coffee sounds kind of good for a change. That does, yeah, when it's a little on the chilly side. Dolly says, I will be mostly listening today because I'm getting the house clean for a party tonight. Woo! Devontae's birthday. His birthday's on the 19th, but we were doing the party tonight. I am listening. Well, happy birthday, Devontae. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Devontae. Happy birthday. Go, Devontae. It's your birthday. Go and party like it's your birthday. Woohoo! Hey, Core. Oh, my goodness. How are you? I'm so happy to see you. Happy Friday to you. We have stand still. Uh-oh. Well, I had 3 cards jump out there, so I'll take all 3. We have protection, freedom, and flexibility. Okay. This is straight out the gate here about creating more balance in our lives. Especially coming off of these intense energies and everything that's going on in the world. And I'm sure everything that's going on in your personal life can get a little crazy. So balance is important. It's key. Everyone needs balance. It's important for us to create balance. And sometimes we just need to keep still. Sometimes that's it. That's the solution to the balance. But also, they're saying that this balance or standing still is about listening to your body and what it needs. Taking a moment, hitting that pause button. Take a pause. What do I need? How do I create balance for myself? And it doesn't have to be complicated, right? It's about the simplicity here. Just simple acts of things, but you have to take that action to do that. Spirit letting you know that you are safe, you are divinely protected. And sometimes that's what it takes for us to hear, right? I do some meditation sometimes, especially when I'm feeling stress. I will just say to myself, I am safe and I am protected. And I think our body needs to hear that. Our minds needs to hear that, because there's such freedom in that, allowing and knowing that when we are divinely protected, it allows us to feel free, and balancing too, right? It brings in some freedom in there as well. But learning how to be more flexible with ourselves in order to bring in that balance. So learning your body, learning what you need. I think that's been the biggest thing as I'm going through this whole menopause phase of understanding what I need, having patience, right? Because my exhaustion level is out of control. I do have a physical this month, so I'm very excited about that. Actually, just, making sure everything else is okay. But so I'm just learning how to go with the flow, with everything and creating more balance. Before I think I was resting a little too much. So now I'm incorporating just really low key exercise to bring in the balance. Because if you do too much resting, then you're always going to be tired, and that's what your body gets used to. So I'm like, okay, let me bring in a little exercise so I can keep that movement going, keep my body going. And so it's a learning process. It's a learning process, especially when we're learning about balance. So Spirit says to pay attention to your balance. Hey, Dee, good morning. Happy Friday. Dee's in the house. Oh, Nancy, thank you. Thank you. You all of you are as well. Thank you. Yes, the divine protects the open heart. Don't doubt it. Do not doubt it. All right, let's see what other words we get, or cards, excuse me, for these words. We have growth. And it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. An indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Seascape, good morning. Morning hugs right back at you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Okay. So, growth. We all go through growth periods, right? It's about learning and maneuvering our lives to whatever situation that we're going through at the time. So again, whatever that situation is, it's about bringing balance to it. And again, it's not about complicating things. It's like, how can I make things a little more less complicated? Bringing that simplicity into to play here so that I can persevere through whatever it is that it's going through. Because we do know when we take that action, when we persevere and move through it, we will get to the other side. And there's, like I like to say, there's always that sunshine or that little bit of ray of light it's on the other side there. But it's about persevering, creating that balance for ourselves as we go through that situation, while we utilize our intuition. So because the indecisions, like, it's when we really tap into that intuition, it helps us to bring that clarity. So listen to what your body's telling you, what your mind, your intuition, what it's saying to you. When we have too much noise going on, it's hard to be clear. It's hard to hear what's being shared with us. Listen to your spiritual team. They are there to guide you and help you. But if you have too much noise, bring in that balance, simplify things, let go of that noise so that you can be clear and know how to take that action to move forward. And that is that message. Okay. We'll do one more for these set of words, and then we'll get some new words. My AC is out, so I'm blessed to be staying at my son's home and with my 4 grandkids while it's being fixed, hopefully soon. Oh, how nice, though. Oh, what a special treat. Yes, well, here is holding space that air conditioning gets fixed for you so that you can return back whenever you feel like it. So, but in the meantime, you enjoy your grandbabies. I love that. And I'm sure they are super excited to have you there. We have the depth, the lake. Okay, got 2 cards here. We have the soul, passion. And we have the inner core, solidity. Okay. So the first thing when I pulled the lake card was like, some of you are in too deep. And so what they mean by that could be like emotionally, you're in deep about something, or as these youngins says, you're in your feelings. So emotionally, there might be something going on for some of you. For some, it may be really in deep in a situation that you're trying to, or struggling with, or working with. Whatever it is, Spirit is saying, bring balance to this situation. Again, keeping it simple, and really tap into the stuff that help you to feel good. That, I think, is the balance that they're trying to share of you bringing in here. So you're doing too much of this one thing. So whether it may be grief, or maybe it's depression, or maybe it's like feeling deep in financial stuff, or maybe troubled relationships, come back to you. That's what Spirit's telling you here by this passion card, to come back to you. Come back to the things that help you feel good, to the things that will help you, at least breathe you up, bring you up here where you feel like you can breathe. So really tap into the stuff that makes you feel good. Take that action to take care of yourself, right? I had just sent out a newsletter this past week about self-care. And I'm not talking about like the bubble baths and all those type of things. Self-care about really implementing things that feel good to you, learning how to say, setting up your boundaries, learning how to say no sometimes. Sometimes it's about just it's taking a pause, right? Going back to that pause, taking a pause to see what you need, see what your body, your mind, body, and spirit, what does it need to be able to take care of you? So really going into that inner core so that you can create that space, that freedom for yourself so that you can at least breathe, right? And have more peace. That's what the dove signifies, is peace. So bringing more peace for that inner core. And you see we have the yellow, and yellow deals with the solar plexus. Oh my gosh, couldn't think of so the solar plexus chakra. So bringing the peace to that area to create more balance. All right. So that is that message. Oh my goodness, Seascape. You fractured your ankle. I will be on a cat. Oh. Well, you definitely need to bring some balance, my dear. Just take it easy. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Everyone, let's send some healing energy to Seascape's to Seascape. Yeah, Katie's already on it. Yeah, all right. We're all sending you good vibes here. Yeah, and dealing with the foot is not fun, right? Because it just makes it a big challenge to get around. So that's why it's important for you to definitely take it easy. All right. All right, let's get some new words here. Oh. We have purpose. Change and creativity. Let me get those written down. So change, no, purpose is first. Purpose, change, and creativity. Yes. Continue sending prayers and healing for Seascape. So funny. I had this one word that fell out here, patience. So there you go, Seascape. It's going to take a lot of patience for your healing, but you will get there. Oh, okay. So this is the other weird thing that happens to me. I was feeling great when I got on. Everything is great, but I'll have these like waves of exhaustion that come over me. And that's what just happened right in this moment. It's like such a yucky feeling. Whew. But this too shall pass. Oh, I know it won't stop you. Learning a new way to get around. This won't stop me. No, not at all. You got this. And as we're talking about prayers, if you all can please keep my daughter in prayer. She's fine. It's just that, I mean, remember back when, and I'm sure some of you may have, either if you have 20-year-olds or know of some 20-year-olds, it's just a really challenging time from that transition of going into adulthood. So she's just having some challenges with adjusting and really kind of stepping up to the plate to just deal with life and dealing with things on her own. And especially living out in California, like it is not cheap out here. I actually had told her and her boyfriend, like, you guys need to leave California because it's not easy for people to live here. It's extremely expensive. And I know things have gone up everywhere, but it's very expensive here. So I just hope that, she can find her balance. So that's exactly what she needs is a balance. Oh, did I not put the new words up? What happened here? There we go. That's interesting. I did hit it, but it didn't change. So Katie, Black co-host, yes. So I've read, thank you, Nancy. Isn't it, Seascape? It's hard growing up. It really is. But my biggest thing is trying to have her, of course she can lean on me, but I want her to really be able to try to work things out on her own. And that's where the challenge, because especially when you have someone that has panic attacks and dealing with anxiety, it's not easy. So helping her with the techniques and things that she needs to do to work through, especially when the anxiety kicks in. So Lisa Red, hello, a new name. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Hope you are well and happy Friday. Have I tried Black Cohosh? So I have, and that's what I was saying, that the Black Cohosh I've heard, like you got to be careful, as it would be any herbs. But I was on these vitamins that had Black Cohosh in them. I took them for 3 months and I said, okay, maybe I'll do like 3 months on and 3 months off. I'm only like about in my second month and I just went and ordered more vitamins because I can't take this. I kind of don't want to do hormone therapy. So I'm going to get back on the vitamins and hopefully that will bring me some relief because, right, Seascape? Trial and error. I don't know. It's just, and it's a different generation too. And I'm not poo-pooing on the generation. It's just different, as it is every generation. It becomes different. But, with me growing up, and I think coming from boomers, that we had to do stuff on our own. Like we didn't, I think, our parents are like, I don't know, figure it out. And so we did. And I think what has happened as we get to the generations, each generation, each parent, we're like, well, it was hard. So let me help my kid out, and maybe it was a little bit of too much helping out. I don't know. I don't know what the balance is, and every person is different. So you can't take one strategy and think it's going to work for every single person. So, but yeah. It's just, regardless, it's tough. It's tough doing that transition of becoming an adult. Katie said, I did both hormone and supplements. Hormones, they gave you the breast cancer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the less, I'm really about trying to be more on a natural path and there's pluses and I don't know. I am not the expert on any of that kind of stuff, as far as hormone therapy or vitamins. I'm choosing to do the vitamins. I am taking them into my doctor's office and let them take a look at it. Even though I probably should see more of a herbalist to talk to them about it, but I do know that these vitamins worked. So. So your daughter tried everything under the sun, and she's now on medication for hormone therapy. She finally is better mentally. Yeah, and like Katie just said there, it's very personal. It depends on what you feel, what's right for you, and every person is different. So what happens for one doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen for another. I have a friend that's on hormone therapy and she's doing amazing on it. So it really is a personal preference. A combination of Western medicine and homeopathic, trial and error with each individual. Absolutely. And yes, adulting is hard. Listen, we're adults and we still struggle with adulting. There was a cool shirt I saw once that said, I don't want to adult today. And there are days that I feel like that. I'm like, yeah, I just don't want to adult today. It's too hard. I don't want to. I don't want to. Change of life was hard for me. Glad mine is over. I used to break out in sweats. I never took anything. Oh, I'm glad more people are talking about it, right? I was telling my mother, I said, I feel for you because I could imagine how challenging it was to go through because it was something that wasn't really discussed. And now there's like so many, like you can get so much help. It's ridiculous. And people are talking about it. They're not hiding behind it. They're just like, yes, this is what I'm experiencing. This is what I'm going through. And this has probably have been one of the hardest things that I had to deal with. I knock on wood, the hot flashes have eased up. So, and I didn't get really the sweat going on. It was just more of like, I'm getting ready to tear off my clothes. And if anyone's near me, I'm just probably going to start swinging at them. It was like this intense energy heat inside that just made me like, ah. So that has calmed down. It's more of, I'm not really eating. I've lost a lot of weight. Not complaining about the weight loss. I'm like, okay, but it's been challenging to eat. It's the exhaustion is probably the biggest thing that's really wearing me out. I'm just so tired all the time. So yeah, it's like a roller coaster, as I said earlier. Dolly said I went the natural route, and so did my partner Chrissy, and we went through it together. And I am pretty sure because we survived that, we can. Now that's the truth. I love it. I'm 72, but I was 50. Mine ended. I wish I'm 57 and I'm still going through this, man. I'm like, when does this sucker end? Ugh. I'm grateful to be in my crane. I get away with so much now. People just think I'm old and weird, and that's perfect. Yeah, I look forward to that. That's awesome. All right. Let's get back to our messages here. Letting go. Waiting. Pat, hello. It does eventually end. Thank you, Pat. I know it does. And patience, like, right, this is me right now. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. And patience goes a long way as well. And it's just about learning something new and different about yourself as well. Re-energize. Yes, that's exactly what I need. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. So letting go, not holding on to things that weigh us down, right? That is a purpose that we need to carry with us all the time of learning to let go. Because the more we hold on to things, especially those things that do not serve us, it's like this weight. As this woman is in the water, just imagine her holding on to this weight, and it's like keeping her underwater. So we want to release that weight so we can flow to the top, so that we can breathe, right? Going back to our first group of words of balance, so we can have more balance, right? Because change is the inevitable. Change is going to happen. We're all going through different types of changes at different stages of our lives. So allowing ourselves to be in that flow, allowing ourselves to be open to the change. And sometimes it's about keeping still so that we can hear what is next. What do I need? Right? The waiting, I look like, to me, it's resonating as that card that we got in one of the readings of stand still. Just be still and listen. Understanding your needs, understanding, so you can get that clarity, right? And then tapping into more creativity, creative ways of how you can re-energize, how you can allow your body to be more in that flow. So this is about really just the movement of your body. Do you really understand yourself? Do you really know what you need when you need it? I've learned so much during this stage of like, okay, if I do this thing over here, then I know that the next day, excuse me, let me try my best to keep a little bit of a clear schedule. So I have that time to re-energize, to regroup, so I can take care of other things. So my life is really about checks and balances right now because it's important. I have to, because I know what depletes my energy. I know what I need to do so that I can have that flow, somewhat of a flow. I'm working on the flow part. We're not in full flow yet, but I'm getting there. I'm determined to get there. So that is that message. Hey, Beck, good to see you. How have you been? It's been a minute since we've seen you. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing good. All right, let's see what other words we get. Or cards. Let's see what other cards we get. Oh, Arlene used Chinese herbal tea to help you help with the hot flashes. Yeah, I had wanted to go down to Chinatown. I haven't had the chance to do that, to see what herbs I could use. And then Pat says, yes, be still is powerful. Indeed it is. I'm glad you found me too. I know I changed my name and I think that threw a lot of people off. Like, who is this person? But it is me. It is I. Oh, I have had a hummingbird hanging out on a plant decoration the last couple of days. He comes and just sits and guards the feeder. Beautiful. I think you're beautiful, Brad, or beautiful bird. Okay, we have the wolf, the guardian. You are safe. There's spirit coming in with that protection again, letting us know that all is okay. Oh, Brad, you meant Brad. I love it. But a cute one. Oh, he chases off the other birds. Oh, I love hummingbirds. And we have the dove, serenity. Slow down. There's another message. We had stand still. We had the waiting. Now we have slow down. And the lizard, dream time. Pay attention to your dreams and your visions. A lot of times our messages will come through our dreams or visions that we have. But if we have too much clutter going on up here and too much of like erratic energy, it's hard to understand or hear those messages when they come through. Oh, yes, Dolly, the wolf card, the guardian. Ow. Yes, indeed. Becca says, Definitely part of it. Challenging times we are living through. Absolutely. So it's important to bring that balance into our lives. That was an earlier reading that we had about balance, because whether it's world challenges that we're experiencing, right? We all are experiencing the challenges of the world right now, and then our own personal challenges and whatever challenges, that are coming up. The balance is key. We have to create that balance for ourselves. Viviana, right back at you, beautiful. How are you? So happy to see you. Um, so the this is the purpose of our spiritual team is for protection. They're here to remind us, to let us know that, hey, we're here to guide you. We're protecting you. You are safe and protected at all times. So spirit is here protecting us, because there's always going to be change. There's always something happening, whether it's the world or in our personal lives. So we have to learn how to slow down, when things feel like crazy and it's just moving so fast. Doesn't mean that you have to do, and get in that same craziness of everything that's happening all around us. Take a deep breath in and breathe out and slow it down. Slow down, pause. Look at that. I didn't even see the last word. And breathe. 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 I had this word tattooed on me some years ago because I realized that just in my life and everything that I've been through, I would always forget to breathe. And it was like this holding on to, like, and there was just always this tightness right here. And I just always felt like I was suffocating. And once I learned the art of breathing, game changer, game changer. So the breath is extremely crucial, so important. And as we really step more into our creativity and allow ourselves to be in flow, we're going to get those messages through our dreams and visions. They're there to tell us things. But if you got too much going on up here and not allowing yourself to breathe and to relax and to slow down, it's hard to hear. So that is that message. Isn't that back? Oops. Oops. Where is it? Okay. Everything moved up. Oh my goodness. Here we go. The breath is enough. It is. It really is. Keep an emergency supply of essentials on hand for at least 72 hours of leaving your home. I'm not a prepper, but Spirit gave me that clarity this morning, especially water. All right. Thank you for that, Katie. I want to learn holotropic breath work. Oh, I haven't heard of that. I'll have to look into that. Thank you for sharing that. I'm good. I'm glad the messages are resonating. Hearing the word just prompted me to take the slow, deep breath. Yep. Yeah, so important. Okay, let's get some new words here. Let's see what else we have. Here we go. I'm like, where did I put my words? Just making sure I keep an eye on the time. Kindness. Uh-oh. Too many cards fell down there. Strength. Uh-oh. Come on. grab one of these. And acceptance. Write that down. Oh, I love moon water. Love my moon water. I just finished mine from the last moon. So we have kindness, strength, and acceptance. There we go. Yeah, I need to make more. That's what I need to do. We have inner wakefulness. I am completely awake and tuned into my truth, clarity, and inner wisdom. Oh, the power of self-talk. When my self-talk is kinder, I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. And friendship. I am deeply grateful for the gift of friends. My appreciation for them is endless. All these cards are beautiful. I love them. Kindness. Bringing in more kindness to yourself. Being gentle with yourself, especially if you're going through something. Bringing more love into it. I'm completely awake and tuned into my truth, clarity, and inner wisdom. When you are really tuned in, you know what you need. You know what you need to do for yourself, right? Finding your inner strength, finding the strength within yourself, and being more aware of the self-talk. What is your self-talk like? Are you using kindness towards yourself? Or is your self-talk more of like berating yourself? And even just a little bit, it's not good, like, oh, that was so stupid. I'm very mindful of what I say, especially when I do something that I know that I probably shouldn't have done, or like, oh, I wish I would have thought of this and that. I'm very gentle with myself now. Never used to be. I used to really kind of get on me, but now I'm gentle and I'm just like, okay, that happened. So let me think about what I learned here. What do I need to do differently? Sometimes I give myself a hug if I'm really upset about it. I give myself a hug and be like, okay, it's all right. It's okay. And I think as we especially get older, we realize like, shit happens. And we don't have control of everything, but we do have control of how we choose to deal with it. We have control over our self-talk. We accept the situation. We accept where we are. And maybe sometimes in going through that, it's reaching out to your close inner core people and just saying, I need to talk this out. I need some love. Give me some love. Calling your friend up and saying, I just need to talk. I just need to vent. And I'll do that sometimes. I'll call up a really close friend and just say, I just need to share this because I'm feeling really sad about it. And sometimes just talking about it makes you feel better. So being mindful of how you deal with things. So that is that message. Right? Isn't it interesting, Pat, that it came through in that order? Um, all right. Mm, we have endurance. Look at that. Balance. There it is again. Oh. Bunch fell out, but one turned over, and that is cleanse. Okay. Kindness is not a one-time thing, right? This is for the long haul. This is the endurance. It's like kindness. Let's call it like a kindness check-in. Have you checked in with your kindness today? Are you being kind to yourself? Are you being good to yourself? Do some check-ins. There's just so much strength in balance. So much strength in balance. So this is another reminder from Spirit saying to bring in that balance for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Balance is important. It is key, especially through these tough times. And accepting the fact that sometimes we need to let go, right? I think that was like in the first reading about letting go, or one of the cards we pulled said letting go. Cleansing. Release, release, release. Don't hold on to this heavy stuff. Sometimes you need to detox. You may need to detox from the TV. You may need to detox from social media. I gotten to the point now that, yes, I am plugged into some news stuff through my social media. But lately, because of everything that I've been going through and the energy, everything's just been heavy. I'm like, I skip over it because I just can't. I know what I need right now, and that ain't it. That is definitely not it. So I've kind of pushed that away so that I can take care of myself. That is the balance that I need right now. I need to cleanse. I need to release. I need to restore my energy to re-energize. So be mindful, be kind, and create that balance for you. So that is that message. All right. I think, what's this? Dolly says, yeah, and if a friend comes to you to vent, if you are not in a place to accept their energy, politely tell them that you are in a place to receive. Let them know you will circle back in a few. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great point, Dolly. Yeah, if you can't hold space for someone, it's not benefiting you and it's not benefiting them. So you really want to make sure that you're in a good place to be able to receive, because otherwise you're just taking on more that's going to weigh you down, and they go, you're not really providing anything to them. So good. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yes, news break. Yeah, I don't dive in. These are just like little snippets on social media, just so I kind of get the gist of what's happening. I can't. I can't. It's too much. All right, let me give you all your message for the weekend. I think we will end there because we started with balance and we ended with balance, which I think is just beautiful. So thank you, Spirit, for these messages for today. All right. Let's do a postcard from Spirit. I think that's what I'm feeling. If I can figure out where they are. I want to do a postcard, but I also want to read a little happy note. I haven't done my little happy, my little yogi. Let's do a happy note too. Freedom is when you don't care what others think about you. Isn't that cute? Look at the pure bliss on the face. That's what it's all about. Creating that freedom for yourself. Oh, absolutely. I love our Fridays together too. Thank you all for being here this morning. It does create really beautiful energy. Oh, my cards are like seriously mixed up. That's all right. I'll figure it out later. All right, Spirit, what message does everyone need to head into their weekend? No, don't want to come out. Is that 2 or 1? Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to take this one here. And my glasses. Dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it by just by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. So there you go. So putting out that good energy, trusting in yourself, having faith, and creating that balance for yourself. So beautiful. Thank you, Aquarian 71. I'm glad you made it today. Good to see you and good to see all of you. Thank you all for being here this morning. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Friday and a great weekend. And I will see you next Friday. All right. Bye, everyone.